President Yoon Suk Yeol continues on with his summit diplomacy. UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan is paying a two-day state visit to South Korea from today. For more, we're joined by Lee Soojin this morning. Welcome.
Welcome. Hi, good morning.
Thanks for joining us. This is the first such a visit to the country by a UAE leader. The question is, what took so long for such a visit to happen?
This state visit is highly anticipated. It was supported to happen last October, but due to the regional issues, Hamas and Israel-Gaza war caused a uncertainty in the Middle East, and the UAE announced a postponement of the state visit to Korea.
Right, and Seoul's top office says it'll do its best to host the UAE leader with, all respect. What does that say about South Korea-UAE relations?
Last year, President Yoon and the First Lady visited the UAE, and they were greeted by the UAE President Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, including air shows, and 20 minutes of the official welcoming ceremony was held at the Qasr Al Watan Palace. And it matches a typical high-level state visit protocols, and this reflects the importance of the relationship between the country. And President Yoon received an honor guard welcome on a trip to a United Arab Emirates and was greeted by the Emirates leader Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan. An honor guard of traditionally dressed Emirates greeted President Yoon and the First Lady, and they toured life ropes alongside troops on the camelbacks. And inside the palace, a military band played a Korean and Emirates national anthems. So to the Korean government, the UAE is an important partner, as well as we are all aware. And former President Moon Jae-in and Park Geun-hye visited the UAE twice during their term. And in particular, the UAE became the first Middle Eastern country to upgrade its relationship with Korea to a special strategic partnership. This shows the importance of the United Arab Emirates to Korea, and Korea also relies on the Emirates for just like under 10% of its crude oil supply, and trade with the UAE is into the billions of dollars worth of cars, materials, and other goods. So the government officials' remarks recognize the importance of the UAE as an economic cooperation partner, and it is expected that the government will prepare a level of greeting ceremony similar to that of his visit to the UAE.
Definitely. You mentioned this. President Yoon made his state visit to the UAE back in January last year. And there he secured UAE's promise to invest $30 billion in South Korea's nuclear power, arms, and energy sectors. Should we expect a similar deal to come out this time?
Hopefully, yes. Korea already reached a $3.5 billion with the UAE in the 2022 to sell an advanced air defense system. And Korea also has the biggest project, which is a Baraka nuclear power plant, the first attempt to build atomic reactors abroad. Also, during last year's visit, the UAE pledged $30 billion in investments. So not only nuclear power and arms cooperation for investment, but there is also a huge room for cooperation with the Korean government and the UAE. Currently, Emirates plans to go to carbon neutral by 2050. So renewable energy and high-tech sectors, including other parts, are expected to invested by the UAE.
Well, what's notable is that Seoul's presidential office also said the summit will draw out, tangible outcomes that people in both countries can actually feel. Now, what could they be?
It is expected that the tangible results will be felt in the economic sector for the most part. And as seen in the examples of France and the UK cooperation with the UAE, the UK is focusing on the bio industry and its infrastructure, and while France is concentrating on the semiconductor and the space industry. However, extensive investments are being made across a wide range of areas, so it can be anticipated that the investment will not be limited by the size of the companies, and ranging from startups and ventures companies to small and medium-sized enterprise and the large corporation. And I believe that continuous economic cooperation can be achieved through the sustained government interest and partnership management. And also, like, of course, in addition to traditional economy sector, culture industry cooperation can also be considered. And given the Korean wave and the popularity of Korean culture in the Middle East and the UAE, it is a very predicted that through cooperation in the sector, tangible leisure that the public can directly experience will emerge in the future.
Indeed. All right. Thank you so much for your insight this morning. We appreciate it. You have a wonderful day.
Thank you for having me, Dami. Have a good day.